Okay, guys, this is podcast number 6, I believe. And we're chilling, guys. I'm so stoked for this podcast. We have a very special guest who I am so honored to have on the podcast. And we got John Norwood on the podcast. Say what's up, dog.
What is good?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
How's your summer been so far?
It's been good. It's shaping up to be a good summer. How has your summer been?
My summer has been incredible. A lot of fun adventures and getting stuff done and really having a good time for sure. I like to start off these podcasts kind of talking about student athlete factors of my guests. So you play football, correct?
I did.
Or you did play football. Can you tell me how long you played football for and what was one of your favorite plays that you've ever done?
I started playing football about, I'd say 5th grade.
Okay.
And so
was that flag football or was that already
was tackle?
Already, okay.
And then in junior high, I played, as junior high, I went to Maranatha. That's when I started going to Maranatha, and they only had flag football.
Oh.
So I played flag for junior high. And then I think I played flag 7th or maybe just 8th. And then I played all 4 years of high school. And I don't know, I didn't have, I played O-line and like D-line mostly. So I don't really have a favorite play, I guess.
What was like a situation that happened during the football
situation
game that you enjoyed that?
Max Johnson's touchdown.
Why was this so special?
I don't know. It was just it was against Francis Parker and we were losing. This is this past year actually, and we were down and Max Johnson he was wide open
yeah.
I don't know if he blew right past the corner. The corner just totally biffed on the coverage and I don't know. He was wide open and Patrick threw to him and he caught it. And he ran it for a team. It was hilarious.
That's so sick. That's
it was awesome. Yeah.
So you said you haven't gone to Maranatha your all 12 years, have you?
No.
You came in during middle school?
Yeah, I came in I think 6th grade.
And was that because did you move and then Maranatha was closer, or was it
yeah, I originally lived, my mom moves around a lot, but I originally lived in Escondido, and then I moved to this house that was 3 minutes away from, or not even 2 minutes away from Maranatha.
Oh really?
Yeah,
super
yeah.
close.
And then my mom moved out of that house, but we stayed in Maranatha.
Yeah.
And then I just stayed in through high school and it sucked, but I stayed in through high school just because I knew everyone and it was small, so whatever.
Yeah, for sure. So going along with you moving a lot, I wanted to ask you how many times you have moved, and which one of your houses that you've been in would you say was your favorite?
So I lived in Escondido, and then I moved to that place near Maranatha, and then I moved to Poway, and then I moved to Rancho Santa Fe. And then I moved back to Escondido, and then I moved to Carlsbad, and then now I live in La Jolla.
That's crazy.
And that's within the span of 5-6 years.
That's insane.
Yeah. And my favorite house is probably the Rancho Santa Fe one. It's huge.
It's huge.
It was fat.
Was there a pool?
Oh yeah, it was a pool, jacuzzis, a home theater.
That's crazy.
There was a pool table.
Yeah, Rancho Santa Fe is nice.
It's a crazy house, dude. If you ask Micah or ask him about this house, it's insane.
I think it was
next
level.
Huge. Yeah, it was awesome.
That's crazy. But now you live in La Jolla. You got beautiful.
Yeah, La Jolla is very nice.
Yeah, for sure. That's crazy. Yeah, I feel like moving a lot. Just I was actually had this conversation with my dad because we were talking about how Vanessa's family moves a lot.
Right.
Their parents just like to just move to different locations. So I feel some people love because my dad doesn't understand that because for him in their families the family passes down the same house and they just stay there. And so I was I was thinking for some people, moving different houses and seeing all those different locations is really good for them, and they just dig that. But other people have that same situation where they just like to stay in the same general area. Right. I read something on Snapchat. And it's 40% of the citizens in the U.S. haven't left the country. 10% of citizens in the U.S. haven't left the state that they were born in.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
10%?
10% of Americans, which sounds low, but that's low key.
That's a good amount.
That's a good amount of of Americans. It's pretty weird.
It's a good amount of Americans for the thing it's concerning. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
For
exactly.
The state. Like,
Yeah.
geez.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So you have a couple dogs, right? How many dogs do you have?
Like 4.
You have 4 dogs.
Split up into 2 houses.
Yeah.
3 at one, 1 at one.
1 at 1. What dog is your favorite dog?
Yeah, cover Cookie's ears.
I'm covering Cookie's ears.
Cookie is present for this.
Yeah, Cookie's been chilling with us. We're having a good time.
I love Cookie. I love all my dogs very much, but I'd have to say Bear.
Bear's the favorite.
Yeah.
Bear's so big. Okay, let's have a little breakdown on Bear. Give us the
So
the
Bear
details.
is a pit bull, bull mastiff, Great Dane mix. He's like, I don't know, if he stands up on his hind legs, like if he could stand up, like he'd probably be like 5'11", 6 foot, like.
That's crazy.
He's huge. He's 150 or 160 pounds.
That's insane. How old is he?
He's like almost 1.
Almost. He's not even 1. Is he gonna get bigger?
He's gonna get a little bit bigger, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
but he's like the nicest dog.
When did you guys get him?
I don't know, like months. Like I don't know, like 6-7 months.
And how big was he when you guys got him?
He was a puppy. He was pretty small.
Little guy?
Yeah, he was pretty small.
And then you just like grow huge, like super fast?
Yeah, he just all of a sudden it was just huge.
That's crazy. So you live in La Jolla. Do you enjoy hanging out in La Jolla and like?
Yeah, I mean there's a lot of people all the time, which is kind of annoying, but my house is like pretty close like to the street, like a populated street, so a lot of people are always like in my front yard, I guess.
For sure, yeah.
Which is annoying, but like I get it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
because it's a tourist
public
location,
space,
yeah.
Like I'm not gonna get BH about it, but
yeah.
it's I mean it's great. Like I can't complain about anything.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
What would be like your go-to restaurant in La Jolla?
I don't even know. I mean, it depends. Like, can it be expensive? Like,
yeah, bro.
Money an object?
Money's not an object. Just like if you come to La Jolla.
Steakhouse.
Fleming's.
It's
Okay.
fine.
It's nice.
It's very good.
Is it expensive?
Oh yeah, it's pretty expensive.
It's like expensive.
It's like Ruth Chris Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nicer than Ruth Chris.
Nicer than Ruth Chris?
More expensive than Ruth Chris, yeah.
Jeez.
No, I know.
That's nice.
I can't go. We don't go there that often, but like.
Oh yeah, but when you do, you take advantage for sure. So there's a lot of crazy people in La Jolla. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, there's a lot of like crackheads and hobos.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, what do you think was like the scariest thing you've seen in La Jolla while living here?
The scariest thing?
The craziest thing.
The craziest thing. I don't know. It's a hard question. I mean, like, there's not. I feel like I've seen, like, just like the main thing I see around La Jolla is just like crackheads yelling, like random stuff. You know what I mean? So there's not there's not too many like
super crazy things.
Yeah, like things that stick out, I guess.
Yeah, okay. I see that. For like the guys that are yelling, are they actually saying something, or is it just like?
I mean, stuff? Like we saw it today when we went and got breakfast.
Yeah,
he's like that guy. Like, I don't know. I forget. He was something about money, but yeah. I mean, sometimes they kind of just like are mumbling to themselves. And sometimes they're just yelling like random stuff.
Yeah. That's interesting. What is your favorite beach?
On Marine Street.
Marine Street for sure.
Marine. Yeah.
Where would you go to like just chillax, not even like go in the water? Still Marine or
Mudside.
Mudside's a good spot.
Mudside.
I don't know if a lot of people know about it.
Not too many, no.
I mean, it's not like a hidden spot. Like it's just.
I mean, like it's just it's really not. Like it's just a spot that most teenagers wouldn't go to.
Yeah. When you get to the bottom though, that's nice.
Yeah, but
it's just so muddy.
Yeah, it's hard getting down there.
It's nasty.
It's annoying.
I
almost fell. The other
When?
day. I almost
Oh,
fell.
you did?
Yeah.
Like all the way down?
Yeah.
That would have been bad.
Yes. I would have probably died, honestly.
Do you remember when Micah was like swinging? Like we were like
Ooh.
pushing Micah far, like on that swing.
I was worried. I was waiting for a big ass like. Oh, can I?
You're good.
Oh yeah, like a big ass like snap, and to happen like on off the rope or the branch, and like he was just gonna go plummeting down the cliff. Dude, I was so scared.
Yeah, I was like, yo, dog,
I was
like
dude,
we should probably stop.
Oh,
and we would just
like,
keep pushing him and keep pushing
seriously.
him. Yeah, Mudslade's a good spot. You just gotta be careful.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's
Yeah, like, if you're
chill.
careful, like you're very chill.
Yeah. So we live in San Diego, which is a generally tourist city compared to like living in like Alabama or something like that.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you like what is something what is a good thing that you've experienced in San Diego that you probably wouldn't have an experience in a non-tourist state, and what is a bad thing that's like kind of negative about living in a tourist state?
Let me start with the negative. The negative is definitely traffic.
Yeah.
Traffic's big. What else? I mean, like just the mass amount of people. Like Disneyland. Like I went there for the senior trip.
Yeah.
And I got kicked out. But
Can you talk about that story or not?
Yeah. I'll talk about this.
Okay, we'll go into that later.
Yeah. But Disneyland sucks. Disneyland literally sucks. It was so like compact. There were just so many people. And, like,
yeah.
so much. It's just a whole lot of waiting. It's literally like an hour to an hour and a half of waiting to do something for 2 minutes.
Exactly.
It's just not worth it.
Yeah, like the ratio is just not there.
Like the fast pass, that's such a lick.
Yeah.
Like
such a
they
bummer.
want it to be. They want more people, so more people will buy the fast pass.
Yeah.
They're just about making money, dude.
Yeah.
I bought a $15 frozen lemonade. Like, frozen lemonade should not be $15, Kenneth.
Okay, and then what is something good about living in San Diego?
I mean, something good about living in San Diego is living in San Diego.
That's facts.
San Diego's the best. Like,
Yeah.
the beaches, like, there's everything here. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, like, going back to the Disneyland story.
Cookie, lay down. Sorry.
You're good.
Cookie, lay down.
We're trying to get Cookie to sit
Cookie is being annoying.
in the
Cookie,
couch.
lay
Oh,
down.
sit. Oh, there we go.
Chill.
There we go.
No way. Yeah, I know. Yes, the Disneyland story.
Give us the breakdown.
So, okay, fine, Cookie. The Disneyland story. I'm on Splash Mountain, and I'm rocking the boat on a log or whatever.
Which by the way you're not supposed to do.
Which you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I'm not aware that there were 9 cameras on me. And there's some water that was about to get in the boat. And I kind of like half tried to stop myself, and like I also wanted to push this thing over just because like I was just being stupid and like 18 years old. And like
Yeah.
impulsive, I guess impulsive is the better word.
Impulsive, yeah.
I was just a mean, impulsive, and dumb. And I push it over, right?
Yeah.
And the thing falls over, and it makes it like a pretty loud crash. And then the whole ride stops. And then someone goes on the PA system, and they're like, we have 9 cameras on you. We saw that. Like, I was
Jeez.
like, oh, okay. And I get off the ride, and there's like a ton of park rangers, and they talk to me, and they start asking me my name and my address and like my phone number and stuff. And I give them fake information for everything. And then they're like, all right, you're banned for the day.
Yeah.
And we're going to escort you out. If you come back in today, you'll be arrested.
Jeez.
Yeah. And I'm like, am I banned for life? And they're like, no, just for today. And I was like literally just because I broke something. And they were talking about involving the police. Maybe they didn't, but they were talking about it.
Jeez.
And like 3 rangers escorted me out.
3?
3 of them.
Why?
I have no idea why so many. I wasn't being like rude or anything. I was being compliant. I mean, besides lying to them.
Yeah.
But I was being compliant with everything. Like I wasn't like giving them attitude. Like I was being respectful. You know. Like,
yeah.
I was taking it seriously, and it was stupid, but I was taking it seriously, and I can't believe they escorted me out.
Yeah.
And like 3 of them were there, and then I was just like, when they all got out, like they apologized. They were like, "I'm sorry. Like our boss is making us do this."
Yeah.
Like, it's a formality.
Cool.
Like we just have to. Like they were pretty nice about it. So, but I was just hoping Mrs. Gray
wouldn't do anything.
wouldn't see anything. No, wouldn't see me being escorted.
Oh, that would have been even worse.
Terrible. But no, yeah, it was funny, and then I just ended up chilling at IHOP for like 4 hours.
Fun.
And then I had to sneak back past security into the park to meet up at the school, and I thought I got off scot-free, and then Mr. Hebert knew a security guard at Disneyland, the head of security at Disneyland.
No.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, so and Mrs. Gray, and they approached me, and they're like they said that they like saw someone like your size like with us in the group. Like,
are you? I was told Noah like did something.
Really?
I don't want to say anything on the podcast. I'll talk to you later about
it. All right. But not to expose Metathon, but
yeah.
Hi, Cookie. Yeah. So Mrs. Gray and Mr. Hebert approached me. Like I tell them straight up, and Mrs. Gray just kind of laughs, and she's like, "Just don't make any more trouble, like for the rest of the trip.
Yeah.
Like you're graduating tomorrow,
like literally tomorrow."
Yeah. So I was like, "Thank you, I appreciate that." So yeah, it was whatever. Like they were. Oh, sorry. They were mad.
I think the lesson learned is.
I mean, Hebert was heated because Hebert.
Well, of course, but that's Hebert.
Yeah. But no, Mrs. Gray was cool.
Yeah, I think the lesson learned is don't knock things over when you're.
The lesson learned is that Disneyland does not play around.
Disneyland don't play around.
Disneyland does not. If you think you're not being watched at any time,
they have 9 cameras on you.
They have 9 cameras on you.
Do you hear about the Star Wars land?
No.
So they just released the new land, like near like Frontierland or something, cool. And it's Star Wars land. It's just a land just for Star Wars.
Wait, was that there when we went?
It was probably open, yeah. But
why didn't?
Because you have to sign up to go in, and you can only go in like on your like specific hours that you reserve. Because since it's so new, it's gonna be overcrowded if they didn't do that.
So true.
Yeah. So like you're gonna have to wait like a couple years before like the land itself is gonna be like. Just open all the time.
A couple of years?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. It gets super popular, dude. Like, it was all over, like, Disney's, like, webpage and stuff. They were just pumping this thing and sponsoring it hella. So, like, people are going to come and just, like, if they didn't do, like, those reservations, then, like, people would be, like, literally just overpopulating.
Overflowing. But yeah, no, but
cool. I think it was either in build when you guys were there, or it was done, and they would just have it like let people in. Yeah, they were just like.
But no, Mrs. Gray was cool about the whole thing. But yeah,
that's good, bro. And you didn't do anything bad, and you were able to graduate.
Yeah, no.
We saw you walk. It was sick.
The rest of the trip was smoothly, just because like I just did something dumb and like.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would knock it over. I thought it was gonna be more stable.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, I thought it was like gonna be heavy. I just wanted to test it. I was curious. It was curiosity killed the mass.
Might be on Disneyland's fault for not having sturdy rides.
Disney's Most Wanted.
Like
now.
You were testing the rides for them, and it was faulty.
Yeah, I mean, I could have been doing them a favor.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What was your community service that you guys did for your senior trip?
It was actually funny that it was like intense rain, so both the community service things got canceled.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was awesome.
What are the odds?
Yeah, seriously.
So it was just fun.
It was just fun. It was tight.
That's crazy. Catalina, Bella Thorne was there, I saw.
Yeah, dude, her crackhead ass was there. She did. Everyone's like, Bella Thorne's here. You see Bella Thorne? You see Bella Thorne?
It's not that cool.
Yeah, dude, like... What about it? I don't know. It's Bella Thorne.
I feel like what do people do on Catalina Island? Like I know it's beautiful, but
it's beautiful. But if you live there, I'm sorry. It's so small, and there's just buffalo. Like all we did is we literally skipped rocks.
That's it.
That's what we did. If you skip rocks, you know there's nothing to do. We ate at this really good Mexican place. It was fire. And then I did some shopping.
Oh?
Yeah.
You got that cool jacket?
I did get that hoodie. I got a couple hoodies.
Yeah.
Got some things for my mother.
That's good. Respect.
Yeah. It's
pretty boring overall.
Overall, not the best experience. I mean, it's fun for a day.
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend it for a day, maybe 2 days. Like, there's zip linings like that. We didn't get to do that.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
But if you go with money, you know,
it's a good time.
A day or 2 there for sure. But, like, I would not recommend spending a week there. Definitely.
Or living there at that habit.
Yeah, definitely not living there.
Okay.
Imagine that.
Yeah, that would have been horrible. We're gonna go over our sponsors. We are sponsored by Good Vibe Media, which pays for absolutely nothing, but we just put that in the plug. And then we're also sponsored by Locked and Tight, which is a clothing company founded in San Diego by our friend.
I don't know.
What's his name?
Who?
Noah Stone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know he founded that. What?
Get your stuff. Get your Locked and Tight in. Link's gonna be in the description.
I'm stretching.
Yeah, this has been a great podcast. I end this podcast with an inspirational quote from our guests.
Wait, hold on.
Or just something that you want to tell the listeners.
I just want to, I'll address the rest of the viewers, but first I want to address Noah Stone for not informing me about your clothing brand. I didn't know that. You didn't have
Locked and Tight? You didn't know?
No.
You've never heard of You've never heard of Locked and Tight?
I literally have not.
That's impossible. Locked and Tight?
Locked and Tight. You can send a name as many times as you like, Ken. It's not gonna click. I've never heard of it.
That's good.
But
what?
An inspirational quote? I don't have an inspirational quote.
Or just
my name is not Sean Megan. Love you, Sean.
Love you, Sean. No, just like something that you want to tell the listeners. Something for the road.
Something for the road.
Something for the road.
Let me see. Let me think. I don't know. I mean, I'm not one for sentimentals. I guess.
Words of wisdom.
Eat your vegetables, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
If you cook your vegetables, a little bit of butter, they taste better. Always get, like, every time you pick a girl up, like, definitely get her flowers. I swear, like, that will make the biggest difference.
Always work.
Yeah, I mean,
perfect.
I think that's pretty much it.
Dude, thank you so much for coming to the podcast.
Yeah, of course.
I hope you enjoyed coming on.
I did. I'm excited to see how this comes out.
I'm so stoked. Thank you guys so much for listening. Don't forget, we post weekly. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you guys next time. Peace out.